I went to the gym the other day, a couple days ago. I go every single day, but I went to the gym recently and I saw a 60-year-old hit on a 20-year-old. Now, the point of this video is just making, because it's so weird that I was pointing out this a long time ago and I was talking about it a lot, making fun of people that suck at socializing. They suck at making friends. They suck at talking to girls. And this guy, like I've been saying in all my videos, I've been going to the gym every single day for the past year already. And this one guy, I literally just witnessed like 2 days ago. I was going to the gym with my dad, and this 60-year-old guy was hitting on a 20-year-old. 60-year-old man was hitting on a 20-year-old, even younger maybe. But we were over there at the gym, hitting the pec fly machine, whatever. And right in front of us, there was like that machine with the back where you pull it down. And right in front of that was another machine where, two people that were right in front of each other, they could like make eye contact and stuff while they were exercising. So this girl, 20-year-old, kind of thick if you want. I don't really give a shit. I don't look at those things, right? I don't look at those things. I'm not that kind of person. But there was this guy, this weirdo, patchy beard, fat, baseball cap, whatever. First time at the gym. I've never seen him before. Like I said, I go every single day, and I've never seen this guy ever in my life. So this guy was over there. He saw this. He was eyeballing this girl. He kind of looked at me first. I made eye contact with him for like a second, and I was like, nah, bro. This guy's giving me fucking pedo vibes. I don't want to look at him. So I kept working out, closing my eyes because I don't want to look at the guy. And right in front of me, like I said, there were the two guys, the girl and the guy. 60-year-old guy looks at the girl, starts saying that he likes her bracelet or her tattoo or some bullshit like that. He's like, oh, I like your bracelet. Oh, it's really pretty. Yeah. Oh, you come here often? Oh, my name's Bob, by the way, or whatever bullshit name he said. And she just shook his hand, kind of like out of being polite and stuff like that. And I was just sitting there with my dad, and now we were just joking about it. I just said it out loud. I just literally blurted out loud. I was like, yeah, this guy's like, he shoots a shot at everything, but he doesn't hit at anything. He shoots, doesn't score anything. And we were just laughing. Shoots, but doesn't score anything. We were just laughing about that. Just chilling, making fun. We don't care. We just do that all the time. We see something funny, we just make fun of it, whatever. And apparently he didn't take the hint. He saw us making fun of him for being a 60-year-old hitting on a 20-year-old, saying that he shoots a shot and doesn't score anything. He didn't give a shit. He shook her hand, whatever. He's like, oh, I'm this, by the way, Bob, by the way. Oh, you'll see me around. Okay, whatever. She got uncomfortable. She moved behind us, like sort of taking refuge. She started sitting behind us, in the machine behind us, doing some other back row exercise, whatever. And this guy sort of followed her. He went to the other machine that was right next to us, sort of to look at her diagonally. And my dad started telling me, like, yeah, he's going to make his move right now. He's going to start hitting on her right now. And I was like, you think so? I was like, nah, that can't be. This motherfucker can't be that bold. He'd be a total dumbass if he did that. I was like, nah, that's not happening. He goes ahead, stands up, not even 5 minutes have passed. He gets up. He goes to this 20-year-old girl and starts saying, hey, do you want to go on a date? She's like, no. He's like, oh, no, but it doesn't have to be now. It could be some other time. She's like, no. Oh, okay. And then he just left. And we were just like, what a fucking dumbass. What a fucking dumbass. He goes to this girl that he's never met before. First time at the gym. By the way, first things first, he's 60, she's 20. He's fat, old, stinky, patchy beard. Nothing going for him. He looked broke. Looked like a homeless dude. Why would this girl accept his request above anyone else's? Why would she do that? It's so stupid. And we're just sitting there thinking, like, making fun and thinking, like, how that situation could have been different. And I was like, the age difference is so high that this guy, 60 years old, even if you thought that it was acceptable for a 60-year-old to date a 20-year-old, he could have, at least at the bare minimum situation, he could have been over there. And he could have started looking for girls on a dating app, or he could have looked for girls in an audience where 20-year-old girls actually wanted a 60-year-old guy. Because if you're a 60-year-old guy and you go shooting your shot and go talk to every single 20-year-old that you find at the gym or outside or at work or whatever, you're going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, because it just so happens to be that 99% of girls, 99% of 20-year-old girls do not want to date a stinky, fat, old 60-year-old guy. It just happens to be. So if you go around shooting your shot and you're 60, 99% of the people that don't want to date a 60-year-old man that are 20 years old they're going to 99% of people are going to reject you. So you're going to shoot your shot until 1% actually says yes to you. And it's not going to happen. So you're only going and making people uncomfortable. But of course, you don't give a shit about that because you're only thinking of girls as sex objects. Because you don't really give a shit about them in the first place. You don't care if they feel uncomfortable or not. I was like, that could be your fucking daughter. That could be your granddaughter almost. But you don't give a crap. You don't care. So I was just sitting with my dad, and I'm like, bro, he's so stupid. Why would she pick him? Why would she pick him? There's nothing redeemable about him. And he just spent 5 minutes because he was too fucking horny. He couldn't wait. He just didn't want to spend one more day with the hand, miss his hand again another night. He couldn't bear to that. So it's so stupid. But this girl ultimately felt uncomfortable. I went up to her. I told her, hey, wouldn't like that? I was like, hey, that guy's a fucking weirdo, isn't he? I was like, wouldn't it have been weird? It would have been much better. I told her, wouldn't it be much better that a guy went up to you, regardless of whether he's 60 or not, and he came up to you and said, hey, I saw you from a distance and I thought you were really beautiful and I thought you were really cute, and I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or anything like that, but I just wanted to know if maybe you'd like to go out with me or not, or if I could get your number or your Instagram. And if not, it's totally okay, no pressure. I just thought I'd ask, but I'm sure you get that compliment a lot. And I'm sure that would work. And she literally told me, yeah, exactly. If someone went up to me and told me exactly that phrase, the way you just said it, and the way, the tone, the demeanor that you just told me that, I would have 100% given him my phone number. I was like, yeah, exactly. So this guy, old guy, a dumbass, he did everything incorrectly. And I was just so shocked that someone 60 years old still acts like that. He never learned in his entire fucking life how to ask a girl out. How? You don't learn basic things like that. And this guy, the fact that he's asking a girl, like his first way to speak with her is asking her, like telling her, like complimenting her, telling her like, oh, I really like your tattoo. I really like your bracelet. Oh, please, let me get laid. It's so weird. You don't go, if you see a guy that's super jacked and you want to be his friend because he's jacked and you want him to train you and teach you things about the gym, you don't go up to him and tell him, hey bro, I really like your tattoo. Can I get your number? That's weird. That's weird. If you were when you've met your friends, same gender friends, you don't go and ask them that. What you do is you go up to them and you would say the same way I would do if I went to the gym and I saw a super jacked guy that I wanted to be my friend. I'd be like, hey bro, I saw you from over there. I thought you were super jacked, bro. And I just wanted to know, because I'm kind of new to the gym and everything, and I just wanted to know some tips about that. So I was just wondering if I see you from time to time, if I could ask you some tips or anything like that. If I could just come up to you and have that liberty to ask you, hey, how do I lift this? Am I doing the right technique and stuff like that? But I'm just trying to learn the ropes, and you seem like the perfect candidate for that. I'm this, by the way. Nice to meet you. And he would say yes. And then after 5 times of meeting that guy, I would be like, hey, bro, we should. You want to have my number just in case I see you at the gym. We could be like, hey, let's go in the morning, let's go at night, whatever. It would happen. That same way that you make a friend like that, you would talk to a girl that way. It's no different. It's not like, because guys have this misconception, this predisposition that women are unicorns, or they're this super mythical creature that is different from everyone. But if you act disingenuous and you're not direct, and you don't just go directly and tell her like, hey, this is what I think. I thought you were really cute and I just wanted to see if I could have your phone number and do this, blah, blah, blah. Just be direct. It works. But you see a fucking weirdo like that, it's just ridiculous. And I was just thinking, I was just talking about the other day. I was like, I could not believe that there's still people out like that. And that's not the way you do it. There's so many ways that you could do it. I, for one, like I've said in all my videos, I don't ask girls at the gym, even though I have a bunch of girls that are going after me at the gym, bending over when I'm doing the preacher curls, bending over and being like, oh, are you using this? No, I'm not using it. Shut the hell up, turn around. I have girls coming up to me all the time, but I don't go and ask girls out at the gym, because I understand that this is a place where I go every single day of my entire life, and I don't want to make a bad move where now, you start drama and gossip, and now people don't like you and you don't like them, and it's your safe spot. You don't want to ruin it somewhere. The same way you don't ask people at work, because you don't want to screw your work environment, your ambiance over there. You don't want to screw it up. So I would never do that either way, because you don't want to make people uncomfortable. You don't want to be Mr. 100 If she's already had 99 people asking her out in the same month, you don't want to be a Mr. 100. This guy, like I said, he doesn't give a shit that he's Mr. 100 asking her out this month already, because he doesn't care. He doesn't empathize with this girl, because all he's doing is trying to get laid because he's tired of jerking it. That's it. So don't be that guy. You don't want to be the guy that's a moron, a loser, a dumbass like that. Oh, hey, beautiful girl. I really like your tattoo. Maybe we should be friends. Shut the fuck up. They have eyes. They can see what you're doing. Don't be a dumbass.